global increase in the demand for livestock products has driven a rise in demand for protein-based animal feeds, which presents certain challenges. Of the vegetable protein sources currently utilised for livestock production, soybean meal is the most widely used in both agriculture and aquaculture. The value of soybean meal has increased significantly in recent years as demand from developing countries has grown, resulting in increases in the cost of soybean meal to UK businesses. In addition, soybean meal production is a concern due to its sizable environmental impact, both during production and subsequently in distribution from supply sources predominantly in North and South America. The consumption of meat globally is projected to double by 2050. Patterns of meat consumption are changing rapidly across the globe, particularly for developing countries such as China and India, where annual per capita consumption of meat has doubled since 1980. Globally, 35% of crop production is allocated to animal feed and 65% to human food. This ratio changes significantly for developed countries, where it favours the production of animal feeds at a ratio nearer to 60-40, due to greater demand for livestock products. From this current picture, we can estimate that the proportion of land utilised to produce food for livestock to satisfy the growing demands for meat products is likely to continue to increase. Reliance on imports of protein for animal feed from the Americas, particularly South America, may expose the UK to vulnerabilities in the food supply chain, both from availability and cost perspectives. This may have significant implications for the UK's ability to maintain food production, where stability of supply is impossible to govern and could leave the UK exposed to the financial volatilities of international markets, making meat production potentially highly costly. The production of soybean can have a large environmental impact. Demand for soybean has driven wide-scale deforestation to make way for agriculture, particularly in neotropical regions of South America. Neotropical forest types, which include rainforest, are particularly important due to the high levels of biological diversity which are supported. Tropical forests are also immense stores of carbon which is sequestered in vegetation biomass and in the organic matter held in soil. Converting tropical forest to agricultural land releases significant amounts of carbon dioxide to the atmosphere. This effect is twofold. Firstly, carbon is released through the process of decomposition of organic matter stored in the plant biomass and soils after clearance. Secondly, an active forest constitutes a carbon sink as CO2 is drawn from the atmosphere and incorporated into plant biomass through the process of photosynthesis. By reducing forest coverage, the potential for carbon sequestration is also reduced. Clearing tropical forest to make space for agriculture is a major source of greenhouse gas emissions, which is estimated to account for between 12 to 18% of total man-made emissions. Reliance on soybean meal as a source of protein for animal feed is potentially damaging from an economic, food security and environmental perspective. Establishing secure and cost-effective sources of protein for animal feed from new and potentially novel sources is therefore an important area of research and development.